Yeah, get big on YouTube, they said. It's easy, they said. Yeah, a video once a month is a great strategy for that. Jackwagon. What's going on, guys? Back again. You know, weather's starting to get colder, days are getting shorter, running out of time, running out of body heat. But back at it again today for the Volvo. I have been doing some work kind of under the radar without a camera. I want to show you what I've done right now and kind of what I plan to do today. So very first is I have a set of gauges in the car now. So you turn the car on, gauges light up. I have water temperature up top and oil pressure on the bottom. Only problem is I haven't wired them to sensors, so right now they don't read any value, or they had a value up, but it's not anything real. So today we're going to wire in a water temperature sensor, an oil pressure sensor, and then we're going to go buy some light bulbs, because the other day I checked out all the lights and I am missing quite a couple lights. Okay. This high beam doesn't work. None of my brake lights work, and my reverse lights don't work. So I read the forums a little bit, and I think I have kind of an idea of what I need to do to get these to work. We'll hop right to it, and we'll do the first things first, that coolant sensor on the side of the head. Because on an LS, this is your coolant temperature sensor right here. However, it's a 2-wire system, so you can't really tie into it to do an aftermarket gauge. Which is why you come over here to this plug. I have this one backed out a little bit already just to get ready for it. But you can throw a temperature sensor in here, and that'll give you the hookups you need to run an aftermarket gauge. So I'm going to throw that sensor in, and we'll go from there. So, some time has passed. I guess I'll give you an update. This does not fit in the engine. It's close. It's stupid close. But I tried to fit in there. It doesn't go in there. So I went and bought a tap and die set that doesn't even have the right size I need. So I'm going to do this one later. So right now we're going to move on to the oil pressure sensor. This one I've already tested all the fittings. This is pretty much just going to be a plate that goes over the other plate that goes above the oil filter, and this sensor will just screw right into it, and from there just wire connection from there all the way up to that green wire there, which runs to the oil pressure gauge inside the car. Alright, and that's our target right there, that plate. So, let's get it. There we go, that's oil pressure. That should do the trick. Let's start the car, see what that does. That looks better. Alright, well at least I'm 1 for 2. Just figured out. Now let's move on to the lights. The biggest problem is I'm pretty sure I have most of my bulbs burned out. Then the other problem that I figured out while I wasn't filming is this brake button. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there at the brake pedal, that button is completely missing, so that needs to be adjusted. And next thing needs to get fixed is because I am stupid and I don't know what I'm doing. So the car has no turn signals, as you can hear. Turns out the turn signals go from the switch down to the relay and then up to the hazard button, which I deleted. So I need to figure out which wires went to the hazard button, punch those together, and then I should have turn signals back. But that's going to take a bit more work and probably a little bit more off-camera sleuthing and detective work. So I will do that during the week when you guys aren't watching. Got my turn signals. So this helpful little diagram, that's the emergency hazard switch. So if I take my handy little wire, I jumper this white and green one, left signal turns on. So I need to find flasher switch. A little weirder, while I was checking out the flashers, I checked to make sure they all worked. All of them work except for this back one, which leads me to believe there's something entirely wrong with this whole thing. So I have to figure out where my wires are getting pinched. Alright. Sun's going down, which means I'm out of time. Oh my gosh. I just kicked the door. Anyways, out of time, so I'm gonna clean up real quick and then call it a wrap for a day. But first I got something I want to show you guys. Check these bad boys out. Oh yeah. Set of muffler flanges. So you're gonna hit that button. So I'm gonna open up this valve. I'm gonna put this right behind the headers. So normally the exhaust will come down through here, through a couple mufflers, and be really quiet. You're gonna hit that button, get it back to that open header sound. I'm gonna throw these in when I get my exhaust going. Excellent. I'm gonna put the exhaust on, we'll throw those on later. And it's kind of a sneak peek what's going on in the future. Well, try and keep you guys more in the loop next time, but hopefully this short video kind of satisfies what's going on. See you guys later.